Nithyanandam. I'm Robin, as you know, and I want to just share something with you, but first we have to get started. Ready?
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Yanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Shadisham Tadvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadguru Tam Namami.
Welcome everyone. As I stated, my name is Robin, as you know, Robin Michelle, and I want to welcome you to my first of many videos about my path to becoming Hindu. I am here in beautiful India, and I have my wonderful friend with me, Ma
Nithya
Mahajaya
or Ma Nithya Mahajaya Ananda, or simply Mahajaya. And I'm also from New York City, like Robin. And you know, when we met, we just completely clicked. And it was just really nice to have like another New Yorker, because you know, she knows the slang, the way like we talk, and it was just really fun because you know, sometimes here in the Aadheenavasi, here in the ashram, you know, not a lot of people talk like us.
Yes.
So you know, it's a little, sometimes it'll be like, you know, so they misunderstand something, or they say like, you know, oh, you sound like this, you sound like that.
Or they don't know what we're talking about when we say something about Jay-Z. So just to get into it, this is my first trip to India. It's actually my first trip off of the North America continent. I came here to find out more about my spiritual path and my spiritual journey. I also came here to take back a lot of the teachings to our Queen's Sangha, where she is a member.
Yes, so the New York Sangha actually is, we're actually trying to build a temple there. And you know, so Robin here came for like a 21-day program to get trained in temple building, outreach of people, and just really enriching people to Swamiji and to like the super conscious breakthrough they can have by having Swamiji as a guru. Okay, and you know, if you don't know about Swamiji, I just want to explain a little about him and who he is.
But first, before she does that, I want to introduce her. Now, what Ma is an Aadheenavasi, and I would love for her to tell you exactly what Aadheenavasis are, why she decided to follow that path, and how it has enriched her life.
Okay, so an Aadheenavasi is someone who lives around Swamiji. So even though I'm from New York and I was raised in Brooklyn, New York, I actually have been living here for the past 2 years, and actually this is my 3rd year living with Swamiji. And the reason that I came to Swamiji in the first place is because I saw something that completely changed my life. I saw a little girl, her name is Yoga Mata, and she was expressing the power of third eye by reading blindfolded. And I will never forget that video, because something that she said just resonated within my being so much. She said that anyone can have this power as long as they are initiated by an enlightened avatar, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Anybody. As long as you have a head on your shoulders, you can be initiated and you can express these extraordinary superpowers. So actually, my whole thing was that I'm going to be coming to India for 3 weeks for this Inner Awakening program. I didn't think about being here as an Aadheenavasi, you know. But when I came to Inner Awakening, right, like one of my friends during the program told me that I had to come to the ashram. Now, she was not associated with the ashram. She was not an Aadheenavasi, so it's not like she was, you know, trying to get me. No, she just said, you know, when I was meditating through my third eye, I saw that you had to come here for 3 months. It'll make you more powerful. So what happened was that I came here for 3 months, and then at the end of those 3 months, Swamiji talked about Sadashivaham, and this was in 2016, right? So when he was talking about Sadashivaham, I was like, oh no, I have to stay here for another 3 months, right? So I stayed here for another 3 months to go through Sadashivaham, and actually I caused myself and everything just by being here, and the money, you know, like it came to me and was given to me so that I could attend this program. And then I was like, okay, so I'm going to, like, you know, finally go back to New York. That's what I thought. Until Swamiji personally invited me to stay for another 3 months living around him, having the same experience as he had with his own guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. So this was a smaller group of people, and it was a very personal invite. It was invite only. I was like, I'm not going to, like, you know, say no to Swamiji, you know. And so I then got into 3 months again here. So this was now like March 2017. And then at the end of that program, there was a team that formed with Ma Nithya, who is now the head of the Sangha. And she, you know, Swamiji, like, you know, built this team, and he was like, oh, you know, this team will be traveling, you know, enriching people, doing pada pujas, telling them about me, doing power manifestations. And, you know, he, you know, and it was so much fun because, like, this team will travel, and we did travel so much. But the one thing was, like, you have to become an Aadheenavasi. And now I was like, like, do I want to be an Aadheenavasi? Because, you know, that was not my goal. But, like, you know, there was one thing that Swamiji said, like, you know, that I was just like, oh my God, I have to be on this team. He said that, you know, this team, Sadashiva Sena, was his sweetheart team. And, like, you know, he had a love button. He was calling all the people in that team, like, nicknames. And I was like, I want to be in Swamiji's sweetheart team. So it was like, you know, do I really want to be in Aadheenavasi? Do I want to be in Swamiji's sweetheart team? And I was like, I want to be in Swamiji's sweetheart team, you know. And I just went in head first, never looked back. And, you know, I really enjoyed it. Like, being part of Sena, it, like, changed so many of my perceptions and cognition. We traveled so much. We met so many people. Like, I was thrown into power manifestation at that point. You know, I was still new to power manifestation, even though I had been initiated as Trinitha Tilak around November 2016. Like, the amount of people that I manifested for in that short period of time, I think this was for 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Like, every single day, I would manifest for 50 to 60 people, sometimes over 100 people per day.
Wow. Ma, what's your favorite power?
All of them. I love everything. I want to manifest everything. Like, but my favorite power, there's so many. Like, I love them all. Like, you know, like, I just want them all. Even, like, something like, let's see, what, like, every power has meaning, but, like, you know, I guess even, like, there's, like, normal powers, and then there's, like, the...
Well, what's your favorite power that you've used so far?
Well, there's, like, a power that I use a lot, like body scanning, and then there's, like, you know, consciousness over matter, meaning moving things with my consciousness, and there's even, like, third eye blindfold reading. So, like...
Oh, you do the blindfold reading?
Yes, I do the blindfold reading. It's, like, you know, I'm refining it because, like, you know, a lot of it comes through as intuition, but I want to refine it so that I can actually see, like, through the blindfold, and I want to get up to that level of seeing through walls as well.
Now, Swamiji does state that he wants to get humanity to the point where people whom are blind will be able to see through their third eye.
Yes, absolutely.
So blindness will be a thing of the past.
Yes, and he, like, you know, he wants us to not even remember that we have two eyes. He said, oh, you know, one thing that is so cool. He said that once your third eye is open,
You
right?
only have one eye.
That's the eye. Like
That's the eye.
These eyes are not even considered eyes. Like that's like the depth and power of your third eye. Like it shouldn't even be called third eye. It should just be called the eye.
The eye.
Oh my god, oh my god, bro. You know what this is like?
What?
You know, like Cyclops from
From
X-Men?
X-Men.
Like,
that's right.
Oh my
He
god.
said, Swamiji said that that we are mutants. When you are initiated into the third eye, it literally changes your DNA.
Yeah.
You can actually take DNA from before you were initiated until after you were initiated, and it looks like two different creatures.
Well, creatures, girl, beings, two different beings. Okay, so
Yes, I'm a creature.
no, we're not like that. Anyway, so I just want to let you know a little bit more about Swamiji, who he is. You know, Swamiji, if you're new to him, you know, is an enlightened being. He's an enlightened avatar. So an enlightened avatar has that capacity and capability to transmit the energy, the experience of enlightenment. So when he gives you that transmission of enlightenment, you are then awakened through your third eye. You're awakened by your Kundalini Shakti, and you are able to manifest powers, extraordinary superpowers of third eye.
Real powers. I'm telling you, if you know me personally, I am telling you, I am able to body scan, meaning I can look at your body and see what's going on with it and tell you what needs to happen to fix it.
And you know, these powers are not invasive at all.
No.
These are only to empower and help you. It's to cause your super conscious breakthrough. And even you can do this. You know, this is not anything like just like exclusive, just me and Robin and just a handful of us here.
We'll invite you to. We'll let you do it.
No. But like it's for everyone.
It's for everyone.
Even animals. Swamiji said, as long as you have a head on your shoulders, you are able to get a super conscious breakthrough.
And we'll talk about the animals on another day.
Yeah, and so that's who Swamiji is. Swamiji is here to help us manifest powers, help us manifest powerful cognitions about ourselves, others, the universe, and ultimately lead us to our highest possibility, which is enlightenment itself.
Absolutely. My favorite one is mind reading.
Mind reading?
I love doing that for people.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. And if I've mind read for you, make a comment below to just let people know exactly what you experienced when that happened.
And actually, you know, mind reading is like definitely scanning what that person's cognitions of themselves is and giving them a breakthrough by healing them and giving them powerful breakthroughs. Robin, why don't you like actually talk about like the cognition shift that you've had when, like, you know, talking to me and about that word, that, you know, that tiny word, that no.
Okay, so as a New Yorker, one of the things that we do a lot, and it's a habit for all of us, if something happens without thinking, we say, oh, I'm sorry, doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, you could have done something to me. Oh, I'm sorry.
There was this one time I stubbed my toe, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I was nowhere near. It's so true. But you know that's when you change that shift, when you have nothing to be sorry for. Now, if you do something to someone, you should apologize.
Yes.
But if someone stubs their toe from across the room, there's no need to be sorry about that, you know. And once you make that change, that shift, that you are not sorry for what you do or who you are, there is a powerful energy that just flows through you. And you're able to do things that you wouldn't even think of. I just finished doing a video with Ma about
the CIA documents, how they documented Hindu science, and it's so amazing. Like, the CIA declassified documents confirmed Hindu science, which we've known for like, you know,
thousands of years.
Yeah, like in millions of years, the Eastern world has known, where like the CIA has known since 1960s, right? And done experiments with it.
Well, there were books written in there, and,
Exactly.
the document that my friend sent to me was written in 1983.
You know, so CIA agents, if you're looking at this, you know, we invite you to, you know,
Paramahamsa.
yeah, we invite you to experience a super conscious breakthrough by getting initiated by our guru Swamiji Paramahamsa Nithyananda.
So that's all for right now, just because in India it is late and we have an early day tomorrow. But if you have any questions, definitely comment below. Definitely, I'll put this on my YouTube, and definitely follow Ma on her YouTube. Tell us your YouTube page.
So my YouTube page is There's Something About Swamiji, and Robin will put the link down below.
Absolutely.
And also, don't forget to follow Swamiji.
Yeah, the man himself. You've got to follow Paramahamsa Nithyananda.
Actually, Swamiji said that he's an alien. He's not really a man.
He's a divine being.
Yeah, he's a divine being.
He doesn't have any boundaries.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll put the links below for Swamiji's page, and we'll also put a link up to his channel up above.
Also, since we talked about the CIA document, I'll definitely put a link to that document below if you want to read more about it, if you have any questions. And it is actually from CIA archives, CIA.gov, from their library section. So if you want to check it out yourself, and I'll also make sure that the PDA file is accessible.
And also, Robin, why don't you just give them the link as well to our video that we just did?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they
all
can.
Of that will be
down below.
in the comments. If this is on YouTube, it'll be down below. Also, I will put a snippet on Instagram. Are you on Instagram?
Hell yeah.
What's your Instagram name?
SoKairavi. So it's SoKairavi.
I love it. I love it. And what an Aadheenavasi is for the Western world is basically like a monk.
No, that's a sannyasi.
That's a sannyasi.
An Aadheenavasi is basically someone who lives around their guru, lives around the avatar. Yeah, so it's like living around an enlightened master.
Now I said a monk because we are in an
monastery,
which is a monastery, and it is the most amazing monastery that I've ever been to.
Yeah, because there's power manifesting that people haven't seen for hundreds and thousands of years.
So, all right, everyone, I want to thank you so much for tuning in and joining me on my first of many videos about the big guy right here. And and we'll see you later, and you'll probably be seeing this one again with me soon. All right. Thank you
so much.
Nithyanandam.